Hello, guys. It's nearing the start of school, and it's dark outside right now, so I thought, what better time than now to tell a ghost story? I have no book with me, I'm gonna have to recall it all by memory. So, without further ado, let's get it started. It was late in the night. A woman was driving home, but was losing gas quickly, so she stopped off at a gas station and parked her car. Word was there was a killer going on. He escaped the police many times and he was on the loose, striking in the night. The woman goes into the convenience store after gassing up to pay for it all, and she completes the transaction, and she has some friendly conversation with the man who works there. Nothing out of the ordinary. And as she leaves, she approaches the car and looks back and finds that the cashier is watching her. He's just kind of looking at her in a weird way. So she kind of hurries her pace up and eventually reaches the car. And she's about to start it when she hears a faint, "Hey!" She looks to her left and finds that the cashier is running after her. And then he appears outside of her window and motions for her to put her window down. So she does. And he tells her that she gave him incorrect change and that he owed her money. And then she just said, "No, it's fine. You don't need to do anything. It's okay. I don't care about the extra money." What was eerie, though, was that the man had taken on an almost ghostly appearance. He looked intimidating, not human. And he said, "No, I really, really need to give you this money back." And she said, "No, it's fine." That's when the man put his hands on the car, on the front of the car, and mouthed the word "no." Suddenly panicking, she put the gas on and sped forward, knocking him to the ground. She sped away on the road and took a right turn and was driving away. And she looked behind her and found two glowing lights traveling just as fast behind her. She realized that the man had taken a delivery truck and was following her. He chased her down the road, occasionally flashing his lights. She was very in panic now. She was wondering whether or not he would be able to continue this much longer. It seemed like he was trying to run her off the road. Then up ahead, just appearing in her front lights, she saw a small turn. And she thought, maybe if I suddenly go down there, he won't expect it, and maybe I'll lose him. So once they come to the turn, she rips the steering wheel around, and skids around the corner at 90 degrees, and luckily makes it safely. And behind her, she hears the snapping of twigs and a horrible crash. And she looks out of her window to find out that the cashier has crashed and burned into the forest beside her. Although horrified, she still seems relieved that she herself isn't dead, and lays back in her seat and sighs a sigh of relief. But what she didn't know was that the cashier saw what he saw. He saw what would be her ultimate downfall. The man in her back seat, who strikes at the night, the escaped killer, was sitting there with a knife in his hand. The cashier had flashed his lights while driving his truck because the man was raising his head with a knife ready to stab her, but ducked away every time he flashed his lights so that she would look in the rearview mirror and see him. So he ducked away. It was her downfall that led to her death.